Today on The Bold and the Beautiful, Taylor asks if Ridge will marry her. Hope supports Brooke, and Brooke is stunned to see a familiar face at her door. In the Forrester living room, Taylor implores Ridge to please say something. Thomas interjects to Dad, but Ridge cuts him off with, "Don't talk." He needs Thomas to be quiet while he tries to figure out what kind of man he's looking at. A man who would call Child Protective Services on his own kid, have him interrogated and make him lie, just to break up his marriage. Thomas says, "I didn't ask him to lie." Ridge bellows, "Oh, stop." Taylor intervenes and tells Ridge she should have told him. But this is their wedding day. He said the CPS call had nothing to do with them getting married. But does it? Tell me, Ridge. Are we going to be husband and wife? Hope surprises Brooke at home. Hope explains she came back from her work trip. There was no way she was going to let her go through this by herself. They embrace. Brooke tells her daughter about Stephen and Lucy's visit. Hope wants to know how her mother is handling Ridge getting married to Taylor today. At Deacon's, Shayla chuckles. Poor Brooke. She wonders how she'll rebound. Will she ruin a happy home or maybe sleep with somebody else's husband? Deacon finds it unsettling how she takes such pleasure in other people's misery. Sheila purrs that Brooke's misery is like Christmas morning for her. She climbs in Deacon's lap as she adds, "After the way she's treated me all these years." Deacon shakes his head. "Is this your idea of foreplay?" Laughing at Brooke's failed marriage. Sheila muses that it gives her something to enjoy while she's locked up in this prison. Deacon tells her she should be grateful and warns her they'll both end up back behind bars if she keeps leaving the house. He won't go back to jail because she's getting stir-crazy. Sheila fumes that she knows the situation she's in. If he's going to play warden, can they at least use handcuffs? Deacon's serious. Sheila knows, but being stuck in there is driving her crazy. Deacon reminds her it's better than prison. At the Forrester mansion, Thomas tells Ridge, "You're angry with me, not Mom. Marry her." Steffi told him the truth, because then if he decides to marry their mom, it would be real love. Only you can decide if you're ready to marry Mom today. At Brooke's place, she assures Hope she won't drink. Hope reminds her she's always there for her. Brooke just doesn't know how this happened. How could Ridge turn away from her like this and marry someone like Taylor? At the Forrester mansion, Steffi tells her father that this is all on Thomas, not her mom. Thomas recaps why he did it. Ridge wonders if he wants to be seen as some kind of hero. Thomas tells Steffi she should have kept her mouth shut, and they start arguing. Ridge hollers, "Stop." Steffi reminds Ridge of all the things he loves about her mom and says she thinks the right choice is to marry Taylor. Today, at Deacon's place, he warns Sheila she'll never get close to Finn again. He'll never forgive her. She thinks stranger things have happened, and he could convince Steffi and the rest of the Forresters. "I shot Taylor once and we became friends." Deacon gawps, "Friends?" He tells her there's no way for her to stay unless Sheila warns him not to count her out. That would be a big mistake. At the Forrester mansion, Taylor tells Ridge she should have told him the truth and recaps what was going through her mind. He told her in Aspen that he wanted to be with her, and it had nothing to do with anything Brooke had done. But does it? Is what Thomas did going to ruin everything? Ridge says their son needs some serious help. What he did was sick and twisted. He tells Thomas he's done this before, and he's not going to do it again to anyone he loves. There are consequences. "I'm going to talk to Dad about your place in the company." Thomas fumes. "You're taking me out of the company? What's next, the family?" Ridge screams, "I gave you life. I gave you love. I gave you support, and you took it all. Is there anything else you can possibly take from me? I was so proud of you. It makes me sick to look at you." Thomas has tears in his eyes. Taylor thought they would deal with this as a family. "My God, Ridge, I love you so much." Ridge tells Taylor, "I love you too. I'm going to set this straight." He walks out. Steffi rushes to her mom and tells her, "I'm so sorry." Thomas watches. At Brooke's place, she's sure the ceremony is over by now. She muses about the crushing pain of losing Ridge, who still hasn't told her why. Hope wants to be there for her, but Brooke wants to be alone to go over her memories of Ridge. It's all she has left of him. At the Forrester mansion, Steffi tells Taylor again that she's sorry, but her dad needed to know the truth. Taylor knows. Thomas asks his sister, "After everything Brooke has done, how could you?" Taylor asks them to stop fighting. Thomas can't resist telling his mother that they'd be married by now if Steffi had just kept her mouth shut. An emotionally spent Taylor whispers, "He's got to set it straight." Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to our channel, Bold Media Point, and stay with us.